Following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
So, what we got next here? Next topic. Okay, next topic. This is one of my favorite segments of the show. That's right. It's time for Get Your Kids Out of Public School. Now, tonight, this topic, along with the rest, will all tie into the same conversation. It's one that was started by a man named Thomas Sewell years ago, and is surprisingly starting to gain some steam again in 2024. What is that conversation exactly? It's basically identifying the actual problem that black people are facing in America. And that's this degenerate black subculture, and it's not necessarily racism. I'm gonna say that again. Our biggest problem is the degenerate black subculture and not necessarily racism. Okay? So what I need y'all to do is put your attention span caps on tight tonight, because this is going to be a deep conversation. This is going to be a deep conversation that you're going to have to look at objectively and not with your emotions. Now, tonight on Get Your Kids Out of Public School, I want to discuss this crazy video I saw earlier on Instagram of a father explaining why he jumped another parent at his kid's school. That's right. A father jumped another parent at his child's school. Now, listen to this nonsense. Shout out to my man Daryl Quick on Facebook. He says, good luck with that. He must be talking about the attention span part. Real quick, shout out to everybody on Twitter, man. I definitely appreciate the love on Twitter. We kind of deep on Twitter tonight. We could get deeper. Pause.
I got that stuck in love.
But if you guys get a chance, if you're on Twitter, hit that retweet button for me. Hit that retweet button. Let's help get this video further off in the algorithm. Also, if you're on YouTube or Facebook, let's do the same. But we deep on Twitter tonight, for sure. All right, let's get to this video.
You had to watch me and my brothers jump her daddy after school. I'm sorry. I know that was probably a traumatizing experience for you, but we kept asking you to stop bullying my daughter and you wouldn't listen. We sent letters home. We even had a meeting with you and your parents and you wouldn't listen. So now you know your actions have consequences. And since you too young to receive those consequences, you had to watch your daddy take those consequences. Get some therapy. You'll be all right. A lot of y'all keep asking why I didn't fight this man one-on-one and why I got my brothers to jump him in front of his 7-year-old daughter. And the answer is simple. Life is not fair. You get jumped by responsibilities every day. Bullying is not fair because you're picking on somebody that's essentially a weaker vessel and that's smaller than you. So I wanted to make sure she saw what it looked like when a fight is not fair and you don't have no choice but to let somebody jump you, so she could get the concept of what she was doing. Sometimes kids learn from what they see and not what they hear. So I wanted it to be a visual experience, okay? I'm out here doing the Lord's work, okay? God is pleased with me whether or not y'all are.
Okay. Okay. All right, man. So, did y'all hear this foolishness? Now, this is how you know our culture is completely jacked up. There are actually people who are divided on this topic. So, first off, I'm not sure if this actually happened or not, because he's definitely confessing to a felony And if I was the other dad, this fool would be in jail ASAP. And that's if he got lucky. He'd be lucky to be in jail because I definitely exercise my Second Amendment rights. But yeah, he'd be in jail. You gonna jump me and then got the nerve to brag about it on social media like you're the parent of the year. Yeah, okay. I tell you what. I tell you what, if he'd have jumped me like that, if he would have jumped me like that, I'd have had them peoples at his door just like this.
Okay, Michael, regular or extra crispy?
Would have been under arrest, just like that, regular or extra crispy. And depending on how bad I got jumped, he might even get a visit from CPS. He might even get a visit from Child Protective Services because I'm that petty. Can you imagine another grown adult actually coming to jump you just because your child bullied another child? See, this is the type of crap that only happens at public schools, and 9 times out of 10, it's one of our schools. But this is the mentality of the black subculture that we're going to be highlighting tonight. Now, I know what y'all saying. I know what some of y'all are saying. What was he supposed to do if the other kid kept messing with his kid? Well, that's simple. If you try to communicate it with the parents and nothing happens, then you go through the school. You go through the school. If the school isn't going to let the school shouldn't let that student continue to assault your kid or bully your kid on a daily basis if you report it properly. And even still, if that doesn't work, then you involve the police. But taking it upon yourself to jump another parent is beyond psycho. It's beyond psycho. And it's for that exact reason why I advise you guys to get your kids out of these environments if you can help it. See, the kids are off the chain in these schools because they come from households with parents like this dude. This is why the schools are off the chain.